Story came out today. I think it was today. Marjorie Taylor Greene, new congresswoman, turns out that she at one point had tweeted or replied in a Facebook discussion, essentially saying that the Parkland shooting was a false flag. You can look it up. The screenshots out there on the internet. It's as clear as day, right? And this is the same woman that we know had supported QAnon conspiracy theories and different things like that. Now, she, of course, distanced herself from that as she was running, which makes sense. But the bottom line is it doesn't change the fact that she did support it. It doesn't change the fact that this woman insinuated that the 17 kids that died in the Parkland shooting, it was a false flag. It was a setup. I'm a Douglas alumni, so this one really gets me. You know what I mean? Because the fact, guys, that people like her are being elected into positions of power, I think we all need to understand how dangerous that is. Beyond just being just disgusting and repulsive of a person that Marjorie Taylor Greene clearly is the fact that what's maybe most scary is that she's in power. She got elected by people to be a representative of America. And it got me thinking that who I want to speak to in this video is the MAGA movement. Because my question for the MAGA movement is this: what the fuck is your movement? What is your foundation? What is it that you stand for? Because I have a theory, and I'm going to lay it out for you. The MAGA movement is, without a doubt, the dumbest motherfucking idea that I've ever maybe seen in my life. And that there are a lot of people in this country who are not realizing that the MAGA movement will end any fucking hope that Republicans or conservatives in this country ever have of getting any power back. That the biggest threat to Republicans and conservatives in this country is not the Democrats. It's not even the far left, progressive left. The biggest threat to anybody who has Republican and conservative views is the MAGA movement. They are going to cost you everything. You will never get any fucking power back in this country. And it's not going to be because the MAGA movement, the Patriot Party, ends up overtaking you. No. Do the intelligent Republicans and conservatives out there know that the MAGA movement will take an entire group of people that, instead of getting them to see the truth and reality of what Donald Trump utilized, right? What the narrative pushers out there utilize, that they're preying on your simple-mindedness. They're using marketing, timeshare sales techniques to manipulate you. You're not going to be able to get those people back, so to say. You're not going to be able to make an effort to educate those people and have them kind of see the truth and reality. They'll be gone. They'll be over there. And that won't leave enough people to ever beat a united, Democratic Party. But you played a part in it. You got to own that. You guys came out, you knew what Trump was doing, you knew what Trump was utilizing, you knew that he was targeting and manipulating the simpletons in this country, that he was targeting fucking morons with timeshare sales techniques and marketing ploys and fucking free red hats. You saw it. You knew what he was doing. You knew that this man was not a reflection of the best of this country, the best in us. And you said it. You all came out and said it when he was running. But then he won. It worked. He got a lot of fucking morons in this country to buy into the fucking narratives and all that kind of bullshit. And you said, okay, well, he won. And he did run as a conservative and a Republican, so he's going to give us those things that we want as conservatives and Republicans. But what you stop doing is you stop calling him out for what he was doing when it came to targeting the worst of us as Americans. You didn't call out the bullshit narrative pushing, the marketing ploy, the timeshare salesman part of him. You didn't call any of that out. And now, all of those voters that could be potential future conservative and Republican voters are saying, let's just go follow our leader. Yeah, I mean, Matt Gaetz tells us that Donald Trump's still the greatest patriot American fucking leader in this country and that the MAGA movement continues on. How are you going to get those people back? How are you going to get people like me, Democrats that are open to voting Republican, supporting Republican views, independents? How the fuck are you going to get us back to believe that we're okay supporting your side in some election or whatever the case may be, when you know that right now Marjorie Taylor Greenes are being elected into your party, that Matt Gaetz is a face of your party? Because the issue is not that, well, we'll just join them and participate in what they kind of, what they do, because you understand that if you do that, you're going to keep losing, because it was that part of the MAGA movement that costed you the fucking presidential election, that costed you the Senate. It was literally the fact that the MAGA movement, narrative pushing, timeshare sales, target fucking idiots, target the simple-minded to manipulate people and get them to buy into these fucking narratives of, battle for the soul of the country, right? And it was the fact that enough people bought into that shit that people like Marjorie Taylor Greene got elected into fucking leadership role within our country, that scared the fuck out of a lot of fucking people in this country that would be open to voting for conservative or Republican candidates and their views and their policies and all that. But what scares the fuck out of us is that you're letting people like that into elected office. That you're not, now I'm not saying that hey, the people voted. I'm not saying that you have to not let them in if they're voted in. But what are you doing about fucking the MAGA movement, the messaging, the platform, the foundation of what the MAGA movement really is? That you know what it really is. That you have people in this country who listen to Alex Jones and they're deciding who's getting put into power. What are you doing about that? Why are you not stepping up and fucking taking control of your party back? I don't get it. You lost. You lost because of that part of the MAGA movement. You lost because of the Matt Gaetz part of the Republican Conservative Party right now. And yet you have no problem with the fact that this moron is out there tweeting away, going on TV, regurgitating this fucking narrative and all of these marketing ploys, and you're not saying anything. There's not one single fucking Republican who's coming out saying, hey, every fucking time Matt Gaetz sends one of his tweets or Jim Jordan sends a tweet saying, oh, the left wants to cancel Christmas. None of you are saying, whoa, I'm calling this motherfucker out. Because they're targeting the fucking simpletons in this country, the worst of us. And they're not, reflective of clearly a desire from our side to want the best of us represented. They say drain the swamp. But the thing is, the MAGA movement, man, lives in the mud. How the fuck are you going to drain the swamp if the entire MAGA movement lives in the mud? They want to live in the mud where it's all just cast insults, right? And, stupid narratives, right? Rah, 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 we're patriots. We love America and they suck. Keep it simple, stupid. But the keep it simple, stupid sales technique is all fucking designed in targeting stupid people. That is what scares a lot of people in this country. So Republicans, conservatives that want to see the best of this country represented, that want to hold firm and understand that what the American people most want from their elected officials is that they represent the best of us. You know that. You know that is why Donald Trump didn't win re-election, not because he had Republican or conservative views or policies. You lost the Senate for the same reason. Again, not because America rejected conservative or Republican values or views. What are you going to do about that? That if you know the American people want the best of us to be reflected in our leaders, what the fuck are you going to do about the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene is in your party right now? That Matt Gaetz is the face and voice of your party right now. Because if you don't do something, you're done. All of this narrative that they've been pushing about, oh, we'll never get power back. We'll never have the Senate again. We'll never have the presidency again. It's all going to come true. But as you fucking know, it's not going to be because of the Democrats. It's not going to be because of the left. It's going to be because of the MAGA movement. It's going to be because you didn't do anything to stop the people that want to target the worst in us just so that they can gain personal profit, popularity, whatever the case may be. That is the threat to this country. That is the threat to your party. The question is, what the fuck are you going to do about it?